Hi, welcome to the Morning Buzz, episode 2. Um, Today I have some wonderful people on here that are completely screwing with me while I try to do this intro. Today I was lucky enough to get 3 members from one of my favorite bands that they've become over the last 2 months. Dave, John, and Chunk from City Escape Artists. Might as well just bring them right in, man. Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hi.
Now, nobody else could see this, but the
Hello.
entire time I was doing that intro part, I have a screen right in front of me, and these guys, all these assholes are just like making funny faces, and like the whole time I just couldn't hold on anymore.
Dude, I didn't know you could see that. That's
No,
my
it made
bad.
it better.
Sorry about
It's funny
that.
because Nick and I do a show too, and like I totally botched the beginning of every single show. And actually, I started doing it on purpose just because I'd done it so much before. I was like, I'm going to be consistent. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Can't argue with that. Yeah, I didn't know you could see any of that, so that's completely on us because we're just. I think we're all morons on some
Don't
level.
apologize
So I
for that.
apologize.
That's totally on my level. So, no.
Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
dude.
and thank
We
you guys for
appreciate it.
being patient and coming on. Like, I don't know, this has been a couple weeks in a work between me and you, Dave. Like, I've been trying to have you on for a little while now. I'm glad it finally worked out anyway, time-wise.
Yeah, the Penguins scored again.
No,
so
don't apologize. 3-1 Pens.
3-1 now, Pens.
How the Penguins been doing? I haven't been paying attention too much to them.
They're doing pretty good. I mean, they're not yeah, they're doing pretty good. For what it's worth, they're doing good. They're just getting old.
Yeah.
They're also getting old. But I guess we can all relate
I
to
think
that,
that's a
can't we?
general consensus if you go around the 4 squares on this show right now. Is there everybody's seasoned for sure, at least. So is anything anything new, guys?
You have an EP coming up.
Yeah, I saw just little like teasers and stuff like that. Anything else you can tell us about it now, or is there a title or anything?
Yeah, why not? Why not? It's going to be 5 songs. Yeah, it's going to be 5 songs. It's going to be 5 songs on the EP. We're recording, I think, what are we recording, 7 or 8? There's going to be a couple singles strewn about here and there. But the EP will be out hopefully by end of this summer. That's what we're hoping. I think June or July.
We decided instead of doing a whole album, this time we do maybe an EP and then just sprinkle on some songs, a couple months in advance. That way we just have stuff to release, here and there for people to listen to. Instead of just throwing it all.
I'm kind of in the same boat where I was like, I'm trying to actually just like get stuff backlogged, you know what I mean? As far as like people on and stuff, even shows just backlogged just in case something comes up or whatever. And, so I can throw something else in case I can't meet up with somebody or somebody can't, whatever during that week. So I totally get that. And plus with your guys' situation, like it's always good to keep coming back if you keep throwing shit out. At least I will.
Yeah. And I mean, the quarantine, that's what I was telling you earlier. We can't play shows. So we never got to tour. We never really got to promote Puncture Wounds in the way that we wanted to. So, I mean, what else do you do? We just kept writing. And, I mean, we could probably put out an album if we really wanted to. But a lot of it's going to be more filler than it is actual, like, this is what we really want to release. And we're just going to do an EP. EP in this corner. I look like I'm dying. I look like a zombie. I think I need to turn my lights off. Christ.
I actually was. That's better.
I got my ring light over here.
Gonna die or something. Holy shit! I look like I was gonna bite brains.
You did.
You motherfuckers.
That sweet bar light you have in your basement.
Yeah, that's where I'm sitting. Dude. That's why I got the game on behind me. Although this takes precedent over the Penguin game.
What, the bar?
I mean, fully functioning bar here.
I mean, you're like perfect setup for the pandemic then.
Yeah, dude, I didn't have to go out and do anything. It was amazing.
No,
I built the bar so I didn't have to go anywhere anymore. I don't ever leave my house anymore. It's fantastic.
Same thing. This is honestly, this studio is what would you say? Probably like 2 miles from my house, and my work's 1.5 miles, and I don't go. And I only work 1 day a week, so yeah, that's about all the further I go. Sometimes I grocery shop too.
Yeah, I don't blame you in the least because sometimes.
Yeah, honestly, if you guys would still be playing, I'm only like 2 hours away from Pittsburgh. Like I said before, I would have probably been down there at least 4 or 5 times watching you by now, at least. Like, so.
I have known Dave for 5 years now, and I've seen him eat maybe twice.
Dude, that was the joke on the entire tour when we were in California. We did the West Coast tour. Everyone's like, dude, Dave's eating. Like, everyone used to take pictures of me, and I was like, dude, I was not fucking hungry, bro. I just totally get hungry.
I don't eat until like, and I think it's from like being in a restaurant business. I don't eat until 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't eat all day long, nothing but midnight, 1 o'clock.
Day, do you really want to eat?
No.
The last thing in my mind, and you like, I've worked in the restaurant industry, and then you come home and you smell like this food, and you're like, no. I don't want I just huffing my clothes. It's like doing a whippet. You're like, okay, I'm good. I don't need to eat.
Yeah, but you don't get the same return as a whippet. Like, the return factor is definitely not there. My lips don't even turn blue, you know?
You're like, I don't feel like I'm fighting. My respiratory system is fighting for its life right now. And my brain.
No, I didn't hear wah, 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 wah at all, you know? And I'm getting pissed.
What about these whippets, man? Whippets up in this shit?
Oh my god, dude! That's been years. I remember somebody used to have the. Did you guys ever see the coffee canister they used to make for those stupid things? You could fit like 3 or 4 of them in it.
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I only see the singles.
No. You could fit like 4 charges in this son of a bitch, dude. And I'm telling you, you can just, you could picture the outcome. You know what one did.
Oh, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah, I don't think they sell. I don't think they sell those good times.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine taking.
I don't think I could either.
I don't know about the big ones. But I know your local adult store.
Oh, they still make them and stuff? I haven't seen it. Oh, man, that was I'm 37 now. I bet you I was 24, 25 last time I seen them.
You guys are a bunch of drug addicts. I never did anything like that ever.
No way.
I can't hang with you.
Stuff.
I'm recovered, man. At least for this hour.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, the best thing about the world we live in now, though, let's just put it in perspective for the young kids now today. Children, if you're going to do whippets, go to Aldi. They make their own whipped cream cans. It's like $1 a can. You don't need Ready Whip. It costs too much money. It's like you're paying $3.19 for Ready Whip for $1 for the Aldi brand. What the fuck are these kids doing? I can't believe you got to get it.
That message just wasn't for the kids. I'm literally heading to Aldi as soon as I get out of the studio.
There's gonna be so many people being like, "Shit, I gotta go to Aldi right now." Like,
I know.
Like, I got $4. I can make this happen.
Aldi's suing you and I for this afterwards because they got a mass freaking hit on.
I didn't even think about that. Now someone's gonna die of a whip at the Aldi bathroom. And they're gonna be like, "That guy from Cityscape told me to do it."
So. Speaking of Cityscape, is there any shows or anything like even? Do you guys have any idea of anything in the future?
Right now, we're on the bill to play Camp Punksylvania. It's September, like this September. But like right now, like that's it. Like we have nothing else in our docket. We had a couple shows lined up in like March and stuff. Like actually this month we were supposed to play in State College.
Are you serious?
But like everything's still up in the air, man. Yeah, everyth's still up in the air.
Where were you playing in State?
It was supposed to be at McGarveys.
No, you were going to play in Altoonah's where you were playing.
No, that's how.
Or was it Altoona?
Yeah. Dude, you were like playing like literally 25 minutes from my house.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be with the band X's for Eyes.
Those guys are awesome, man.
Yeah, check those dudes out.
I've seen them like 3 times.
Yeah, they're great, but like it just didn't. Everything's still up in the air. Like some people were vaccinated for COVID, some people aren't. And like we just kind of were like, let's just ride this wave, and just see where it kind of drops us, and see when this all kind of gets back to some normalcy.
Yeah, no, and I get that.
Everything seems to be going back.
I have hope.
Yeah.
Well,
if it does get back, when it does, I'm not even gonna say if anymore. When it does, like definitely reschedule that McGarveys gig. You guys will love it. I've played there, I think 4 or 5 times. The stage, I just the setup and like Rich McGarvey himself. He's a great guy. Like it's a kick-ass place to play.
They are great people.
And the sound guy there is phenomenal.
Yeah, the one guy we talked to,
I played there.
I think it was Tom Noel. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but yeah, he's a great dude. And like I've talked to him a lot, and we rescheduled this show so many times. And it's all been because of the pandemic. So like we're
Good
coming.
Deal. Good deal.
Like, We're coming.
Well,
eventually, I
and that's
promise
fine.
you.
And
We'll
like I
be
said,
there. It's just gonna be a
I'll
matter
come
of
to
time.
Pittsburgh too. That's no big deal because like I always have to come back and see the Smiling Moose and whatnot every now and again. Anyway, not that.
Yeah, we'll make it there at
Yeah,
some point.
like I said, you'll enjoy the venue. That's one of the good ones around here for sure. One of the only ones. I was gonna say too, like in the opposite direction, and that guy's actually coming on here next week. He just opened a venue. It's called the Upstage. It's about a 200 to 250 person capacity place, stage, full PA, all this. But literally just opened it. But there's a Facebook page and stuff. But he's gonna come on next week, but I mean, I don't know if you guys are looking.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Upstage.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the actual town that it's in?
Clearfield, Pennsylvania.
Clearfield. Okay, I know exactly where.
Yeah.
All right.
Home of the Denny's biggest burger or whatever. If you've ever heard of that.
Fucking hey, dude. Is that the one that weighs like 800 pounds and it comes on a plate? And you have to cut it like almost like pizza slices, but it looks like something that out of a nightmare.
There's a 2 and a 5 pound one.
A 5 pound.
Jeez.
All right, boys.
5 pounds. Woo.
All right, boys. We got ourselves a little fucking
There's nothing little about that, man. It's like it's like I don't know.
A 5 pound.
Yeah, and like you have to eat the bread, everything. Like it doesn't count just to eat the burger. Like
Is it a challenge? Like you have to eat it in such amount
I
of time?
think the 5 pounder is just if you can eat it, like in general. The 2 pounder, I think, is in 1 hour. Yeah,
Well,
Nick's telling me the
guessing
2
this.
pounder you have to do in 1 hour, but the 5 pound.
I can do a 2 pounder in 1 hour.
Do you win some kind of
Man.
Oh yeah,
prize,
dude,
like
you get.
Grand
Chunk,
Slams for life?
Chunk, you look like a prime competitor. Actually, there's a plaque in there, and like there's a lot of famous people like on this plaque, and a lot of Penn State football alumni, blah blah blah. But the plaque, T-shirt, and I don't know, maybe you get like your next burger. Obviously, you get your meal for free too, and I don't know.
Do you have to eat it by yourself, or can you allowed to have like a team?
They just one person. I mean, you can order what I mean? You can order it and do it, but like it's like you're voided from the challenge at that point.
No, if there's a challenge, there's a challenge. I don't think I could do it. Chunk, do you think you could do it?
The 5 pounder? No way.
No, but that's
No
like that. You
way.
used to have to eat it like the 2 pounder. Do you
2
think you
pounder
could do
in an
2
hour.
pounder?
In an hour, probably.
and this is in Clearfield,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, this would.
Next time if we ever play a show at that new venue, bro, Chunk. I know not the day of the show because I don't want you throwing up on stage. But, like I think if we spent the night there and like the next day before we drove home, we actually attempted that. I will sit there. We'll make this
I
happen.
might be able to do it, but I need to get ready. It's almost going to be bikini season soon. I need to get ready. I need to get in shape.
He's got to pull his
Yeah,
speedball out.
I can totally see that too.
I do have one of those.
Do you?
Yeah, actually, I wore it at a show at the 31st Street Pub once, and I was like leaning down to grab my beer or tune the guitar or something, and my balls were hanging out the side.
I don't know if you guys watched my show from last week, but the guy I had on here, he used to play drums for a couple of different bands, dude. And he literally, like, you'd be sitting at the bar, and he'd walk out from being done with the set. He's buck-ass naked, ordering a beer from the bar. Like, just got done playing. And I mean, this was numerous times, like, up until he got, like, threatened by bars. Like, we see one piece of clothing come off, like, you guys are, like, off the stage, gone. Like
Was it Ian?
That sounds
no,
like,
his name's Brad.
Was it Ian?
Yeah, it sounds like if you've never, there's a band from around here. They're like further. What is that? Tarentum? How far north?
Katanning.
Katanning.
I know that's
name,
it.
His name's Ian, but we call he's known as Lappy, and he's fucking naked all the time, bro.
Yeah,
Like, he's always
All the time.
yeah, like
First time I
like,
ever met him.
yeah.
First time I ever met him, I had a house party, right? And it's in my basement. We're having a show, and he's like, we invited him over to play their band. And he's like, "Can I get naked in your basement?" I'm like, "Dude, go for it, man." I was like, dude, go.
you can't deny
First
something.
time I ever met the guy. I think I've seen Ian naked more than some of my girlfriends, like ex-girlfriends. But not my wife. My wife.
I'm kind of glad I have no clue who you're talking about. Rick.
He
sounds great.
Man. He's hilarious.
My old roommate used to do this trick. He'd get so like blacked out, the bartender would be like, "Give me your keys," Well, he'd just take off his pants and hand him his pants, and then sit there at the bar in his boxers for the rest of the night. But that was that was his move. It was classic.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's
Oh my
fucking
god. But the Camp Pennsylvania thing, I'm going to as well. Like I'm looking forward to that. I bought punk rock bowling tickets and a flight and all that stuff, but like it worries me. But like I got to take a chance anyway.
It'll be fun. I've never been to punk rock bowling only because every time it's ever come up, I've always looked at my bank account and been like,
Same here.
that ain't gonna work. I mean, I could do it, but then they're like, if my hot water heater blows, then I'm just like, fuck. I shouldn't have went to punk rock bowling.
No, I get that. Yeah, no.
One day. Well, one day.
Yeah, it was just like it came up between my friend and and honestly, man, I think we got like everything for like $500 a piece. I'm talking tickets, flight, hotel for 3 days. Like it was $1,000 between the two of us.
Oh, that ain't bad.
No, man, like
Great. I don't know why I thought it was more than that. That's actually really good.
yeah, I thought it was.
They had that in Columbus, right? That was in Columbus.
No, that was
No.
that was Camp Punk. Yeah, well, they had like it was Legend Valley. It was like outside of Columbus. That was at Camp Anarchy and Camp Punk and Drum. Like that was badass stuff, man. I went both years.
That was.
Yeah. Did you go?
I went the 1 year because I went for like the last day of the 1 year. I forget, a couple years ago. It was awesome. I think the Boss Tones played that
Boss
night.
Tones
Was
and
the last
Rancid would
night.
have played that night.
Yeah. That was the night
Yeah.
I went. That was awesome. I think the Interrupters played
Yep,
early.
they did. That was the first time I got to see that. That was a good day. I caught the Bouncing Souls drumstick that day too. Dude, that lineup was
the Souls. Love the
yeah,
Souls.
dude, that lineup was so sick. I woke up in the hospital, like I got real sick and real bad, and woke up in the hospital and saw that lineup, and I was like, "That's what I'm doing." Like I was calling my friends at like 4 a.m. Like I don't care how sick I am. Like you're busting me the fuck out of here. We're going. But luckily I was good by then. But that's when NoFX actually got kicked off their own tour. If you remember that.
Yeah.
That was the show.
That was that
Yep.
year. Yeah.
That was the one. Because we were all stoked to go see them finally, and then like I'm walking home from work to go pack, and like the whole like poster switches, NoFX is gone, the Gimmies are gone, and it's filled in with the Descendants and Vandals, and I'm like, what the hell?
And
Dude.
that was the result of his.
That's an okay
run to
trade-off, though.
Las Vegas, right?
Yeah, I didn't hate that trade off. Yeah, that was when that was actually from Punk Rock Bowling that year when they said about the country fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, you're right.
Yeah, and I love NoFX, but they're terrible live, dude. Like they're not a very good live band, and I feel like they know that they're NoFX and they don't have to try, so they're just like, fuck it. Which I would love, and I'm not knocking them because I would love to be in the situation of being like, I'm gonna go on stage and get fucked up, and I don't give a shit how bad we sound, but people are still gonna come see us. Unfortunately, I think you have to be NoFX for that to work.
Yeah, I mean, like,
so I admire them for that.
Yeah, and I honestly, man, when I see them live, I just go for their antics more than I do. Like I've heard the songs 10,000 times, but like I just want to hear what they say next. You know, it's just as much as a comedy show to me as it is like a music. Like they're just
it's like listening to Howard Stern. You just want to know what he's going to say next.
Yeah,
It's
love
the
him.
same damn
Yeah,
thing.
it's exactly the same damn thing. My one punk band, I kind of modeled it the same way. Like somebody'd walk in the door, I'd switch the lyrics to picking on them right in the middle of the song and shit like that. And I could do that locally, but like it wasn't so funny to the guy I didn't know in State College and stuff like that.
He's probably a college kid. He'll get over it.
Yeah. I'm sure he did eventually.
He's fine. He'll get over it. No harm, no foul.
Yeah. So you said the EP is going to be 5 songs then, and then you're just going to sprinkle
5
the rest out throughout whenever. Do you just release those through your website or?
I'm not sure what we're gonna do with them yet. I don't know if the label's
Oh yeah, I didn't think that.
gonna
My
put
bad.
them out. I don't know.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think the label's gonna put them out. I mean, to be honest with you, what we're gonna do next after the EP comes out is like I haven't. It's funny. I haven't talked to you guys. I really want to do like a cover album. Do you guys want to do like 50s and 60s covers and do like another EP of like 50s and 60s covers?
Look at that. You heard it here
Sure,
first.
why
So,
not?
what, five or six
Sounds
songs?
like fun.
Yeah, like 5 or 6 songs only because I haven't even talked to you guys about this, but yeah, I'm kind of in like a spell of writing right now. We've released, I mean, John knows this. You've been with me for years. We've released like, this will be almost 4 albums in 5 years, 6 years.
Dude, that's great.
That's a lot of albums. I want to do something different. Let's do like a 50s or 60s like
Dude, that
doo-wop fucking record.
no, that's all.
covers,
I
you know
like
what I
that
mean?
music.
Where we totally rip off Masked Intruder style.
You know, with all like the 3-part harmonies and shit.
You can't like
Yeah,
I don't know.
let's fucking do it.
They're good, but like
You hear that,
you
Masked
don't
Intruder? I
appreciate
know
them
you're
until they're
listening.
live. Yeah.
Oh, fucking hilarious! Yeah, we could do that. I mean, for Christ's sake, we all sing on the record anyway. We'll just double everything. We'll make it like an 8-part harmony. We'll do 8-part harmonies. It'll be the most absurd thing anyone's ever heard in their lives. We'll never be able to replicate it live, But we don't have to. Who has
No,
to?
but like, oh shit, I just lost it again. I do this every time. I'll think of something to say, and then like I did it last week. I do it every week. I just go ahead. It's my burnout. Yeah, I totally lost it. But no, like that would 50s and 60s cover out. That would be something else. Like didn't Jerry Only or something? Didn't he do like a Project 60s or something like that, like years back? Or well, yeah, like anything
Yeah, it
he
was
sang or
fucking
any.
terrible.
Like, my God, man. I
Yeah, Jerry. I remember buying that when I was younger, and Jerry Only. I was listening to it, and I was like, "Oh God,
Did you
this
listen-
is fucking horrible, man." I was like, "Thank God he got that Misfits name, but it's a terrible record."
Did you ever listen to that Devil's Rain one he put out after that? It's fucking not.
No, I've not.
Oh,
listened to
just
that.
yeah, don't even waste your time.
Oh, is it really bad?
Yeah. The only thing I liked about him carrying it on, like it was fun to go sing the songs. You know what I mean? We see him live, sing the songs. You know that you knew the old ones because you didn't really hear him; you just sing over them. But like he's a shitty singer.
Oh, dude, he's people. Sometimes I think I'm a shitty singer, and then I see like Jerry
Dude.
Only, and I'm like, oh, dude, thank God. I'm like, there's someone out there that I can be like, yeah, this is good.
You are not a shitty singer. Get that off the screen.
What the fuck are you two?
Yeah,
doing?
but no, yeah. Don't put that. on
Tom's
the
giving me
screen.
weird looks over here.
You are far from a shitty singer, though. Like
Well, thank you.
No,
I
man.
appreciate that.
your voice is very, very unique. And actually, like when I first put the CD
Don't
in,
feed his ego.
I'm not
Don't
because
feed his ego.
I'm not because I'm gonna tell him right at first. I didn't think I liked it. I was like, I don't like this guy's voice one bit. And then 3 songs in, I was like, I fucking love this guy's voice. It was so weird, man. And then I was hooked.
Fuck you, Joe.
But now,
You know I love you, man.
but now, like first, like I said, it was weird because I was like, I don't think I like this, and then all of a sudden, it was like I fucking really like this, and it stayed that way. So
Well, a lot of you said a lot of your friends have seen our band. I've actually heard that a lot of people can't get into like what we do because of my voice. I've actually heard a lot of people be like, it's too deep.
really,
It doesn't sound like what I'm used to. It's too deep.
Oh.
I don't like it.
no, I just like I said, I dig it because it's different, it's unique. Like you fucking know it's you, it's singing. You know what I mean?
As soon as you hear it, you know what band it is.
That's what I'm saying.
I've always liked that about certain bands. You know what I mean? As soon as you hear the lead singer's voice or guitar,
Yep.
you know exactly who you're listening to.
Exactly. It doesn't just
Cool.
blend in. Like, you know, the same, you know, just like we were saying with No Effects or whatever. You hear Mike, you know who it is. You know, you hear Greg Graffin, you know it's Bad Religion, you know, like shit, anything like that. So look at it that way.
I completely agree. Well,
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate that. That's a very nice compliment. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I wholeheartedly mean that, dude. All of you guys are fucking great musicians. Like, I really appreciate you coming on here. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of you guys. And like I knew.
No, and it's funny because the band has gone through so many changes. Like me and John have been doing this since day one. The newest album had Chunk, who's down there in the corner looking sexy as always. And Trevor, who, if he was here right now, he'd be just telling jokes and he'd probably have everyone.
We'd probably
pissing
still be
themselves
trying to
because
get
he's
him on the
he's-
computer.
Dude, he's the funniest. He's the funniest motherfucker. I'm actually happy he's not here because we'd have got nothing. We'd have gotten nothing. Like there'd been no real conversation about the band. He'd just been telling jokes, and you'd been like, "What the fuck is
I would
happening?"
have been okay with that.
But like when him and Chuck joined the band, it was a whole different ball game because they brought a whole new level to what John and I were doing. Like we had like a kind of an idea of what we were doing as a band. These two motherfuckers show up, like they brought with them. I say this to you, Chunk. I love you, bro. You're like Chunk and Trevor aren't just players. They're not just people that play their instruments. They bring so much to the table. So like when they came into the band, like it just made the band, in my mind, like it expanded what we were capable of doing, like by like a million. We weren't able to do half that shit.
Speaking of Trevor, he's texting right now. I think he's trying to get into the podcast.
Does he have Skype?
I think he's probably a little late on this one. Where are we at?
No, I think he's just reading
24?
all of our texts from before,
Oh,
And
he's
confused of
confused. He thinks he's supposed to be on a call.
did
probably.
we lose
He's probably-
John?
Hold
Oh,
on.
Oh no, there he is.
I
Okay.
I was trying to answer that text message.
Nah, it's all good. He probably saw the text from earlier, and he was probably like, I don't know what's going on. I'm missing something right now. But it's not a big deal. I'll see him tomorrow. We have practiced. You're not coming tomorrow, right, John? You're
No.
quarantined?
Yeah, I have to quarantine tomorrow, sadly. So.
All right, we'll work on harmonies and shit. Chunk, bring your singing voice, bro.
Yeah, work on that.
Oh, you know I have the most wonderful singing voice of the whole
Yes, you
group.
most certainly do. Yeah, we'll work on that. Sorry, this has nothing to do with this podcast, Jimmy. We'll work on that tomorrow.
Quit apologizing. You do whatever you want here.
Yeah, we'll get all of our vocal harmonies and shit in line tomorrow.
Yeah, like I said, this is your guys' platform. I'm just here to, you guys get your shit out. You do whatever you want. Have a meeting here. I don't care. But seriously, I do.
I'm your Eric Melvin. I'm your Eric Melvin.
But that's your most endearing quality, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, I would be that's a hell of a compliment. Is there anything else you guys wanted to put out there before we wrap this up or anything tonight? Or this morning, I guess?
I don't know. Do you guys have anything to say?
John wants to talk about why he's
I've already
quarantining.
dropped doing a practice tomorrow, and I've dropped the next thing I want to do after this EP comes out is a 50s, 60s cover album. So anyone's listening to this will be like, I wonder what City Escape Artist is up to next. And you're like, oh, well.
I know.
I think now.
And I'm totally going to advertise this as like you heard it here first, big news drop. Suck them right in. Then they're going to be watching this and hear me say that and be like, that son of a bitch.
Yep. And then, no, I don't give a shit about that. And then like what these viewers don't understand is, and then the next thing we'll release is a Celine Dion cover album so they can go fuck. Like, there's no limitations to what we may or may
just
not
cover
do.
it.
There was a fun idea bouncing around, but it could be a cover album of any sort, or we'll just release more music.
Just cover Ashes if you're going to do Celine, all right?
Oh, dude, I don't know if I could sing Celine, although that would be the most. Actually, you know what, Chunk? If we did that, you'd sing every song on the record because it would be.
It would be. It would be.
If we played
John
one and you sang the whole thing, bro, it would be the best fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well,
I wouldn't be able to.
So
I don't know. But what about John?
You don't know,
Did
but
you
like,
want to talk about like,
done, you'd be like, yeah. Because like anything you missed, we would just auto tune you in the studio, and it would be like a share. It'd be like, it'd be fantastic. So good.
Right on. Well, again, I'm going to wrap this up today, I think, and keep an eye out for these guys on Allegedly Records for their EP coming out. Watch for them. Get a ticket to Camp Pennsylvania. Go watch them live. Hopefully, we're all together at that point in time, watching concerts and doing normal things again. I want to thank you guys 10 times a million for coming on here and dealing with technical difficulties and having patience and all that.
Thank you
and
for having us.
Yeah, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you so much.
No, seriously, like
Thank
I maybe have you back soon if you guys would be, you know what I mean, at some point eventually, if you'd be interested.
Hey, once we release that EP, man, maybe we could do like actually before it even comes out, why don't we just like do like a thing where like we'll like play a song or two and we'll talk about it like on your show? Is that cool with you?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We'll keep in touch.
Yeah, we'll do it like a week before it comes out or something like that, and we'll like review a song or we'll talk about something. You know what I mean?
No, that's awesome, man. That's great. Just we'll keep in touch, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, totally. Everything's cool, man. We're solid, and thank you so much for having us. If there's anything else you want to know from us right now, now's the last chance. You ask us anything you want to know.
Good today.
He's like, I've had just about enough of you guys, so it's totally fair. No, you're good, dude. Thanks again for having us. We'll be in touch with you, and
for sure. And like I said, everybody, make sure you check these guys out because they are the shit, and I wouldn't lie about that. But thanks again, guys, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Very much. See ya.
All right, see you,
Have
buddy.
a good night, guys. You cutting them out? All right. Look, I can still see them too, so they're probably going to screw with me. But yeah, stay tuned for next week. We're going to have Dave Marisky on here, the owner of the new venue, the Upstage in Clearfield, Pennsylvania. He's going to be talking a little bit about that. It's a new venue. I think, like I said earlier, it's about 250 people on the inside. There's sound system, lights, the whole deal. But, until then, you buy a ticket, you take the ride. Nick, get me out of here.